Imagine you're trying to get back to your loved ones, or rescue your possessions. All that stands between you and them is ankle-deep water. Would you wade across?
Most flooding deaths in developed countries are because of drowning, and they are related to individual choices that people make. Not blaming them, but it is often preventable. The brain is not great at assessing the risk of water. Basically, standing or moving water, we can't tell how deep it is. We are not familiar with the power of moving water. And so we sometimes overestimate our ability. So 15 centimeters of moving water, ankle-high water, is enough to knock you down. Even 15 centimeters can stall a car. 30 centimeters, you can float a car. 60 centimeters, you can be carried away. That's not as much water as we might think it would take to kill us.
In August 2017, floods claimed over 1,200 lives in India, Bangladesh and Nepal, in the worst flooding to hit South Asia in a decade. In the same month, Hurricane Harvey tore through the Gulf of Mexico, making landfall in the US city of Houston. And close behind was Hurricane Irma, one of the most powerful hurricanes ever recorded. Scientists predict more extreme weather events like these. So, how can we make sure we are prepared for them? Well, weather forecasting technology and engineering solutions like dams and dikes do help to contain damage from flooding, but these can be costly solutions, particularly for developing nations.
Once in every decade or once in every 5 years, we get major flood, and that is actually devastating. As far as I know, the government of Bangladesh is using in excess of 20% of its total budget every year on water development projects.
Yet one developing nation may hold the key. Cuba learned from the tragedy of Hurricane Flora, which claimed thousands of lives back in 1963.
It really is all about preparedness, and it's all about ingraining in the culture preparedness. They have an incredible record of saving lives. Something like 2 Cubans for every 100,000 population die in a hurricane, whereas something like 15 every 100,000 die in a hurricane in the United States.
So while we can take steps to control or even to prevent flooding, when disaster strikes, it seems that, as always, there is no substitute for preparation.